everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please PaperCrafts. So today I'll be sharing a scrapbook layout I created for Simple Stories Saturdays, which is a scrapbooking collaboration I'm doing with my friend 𝗬𝗵𝗆𝗃 and 8 other creative YouTubers, and I'll put links to their YouTube channels in the description below, so be sure to go check out their videos to see what they created using their Simple Stories collections. Okay, so for this scrapbooking layout that I did, I filmed the scrapbook process. Unfortunately, when I went to download the video to my computer, there was no file. I don't know what happened, and I was so disappointed. I don't know if maybe I didn't press record or possibly the file just got deleted somehow, but I just am completely missing all of the video footage for this scrapbooking layout. So what I thought I would do is just talk a little bit about my process. I'm going to share my layout, and I will give y'all some close-ups of the layout, and then I will also share a little video clip of my dog 𝗬𝗶𝗆𝗆 at the very end of this video. So this layout is all about 𝗬𝗶𝗆𝗆 and the video that I'm going to share with you guys is the same video that I used to get my photos. So I took the video and I put it into a video editing software, and then I took snapshots from that video, and I was able to get some little pictures that I could use for this layout. And the story behind the picture or the pictures is that I was picking up 𝗬𝗶𝗆 from the vet. She had just gotten her teeth cleaned, and I had to pull over and stop the car and record a video because she was just grinning ear to ear. She had the biggest smile on her face. It was like she was trying to show off her shiny, sparkly teeth. She's like, "Look, Mom, my teeth are clean." And so she was so cute. I just had to take a little video of her, and I'm so happy that I did that because now I'm able to scrapbook that memory. So she was also wearing this little bandana that says "The Snuggle is real." And so this is the picture. Now the picture kind of looks the same. It's just her with different expressions on her face. And so when I was looking for a scrapbook sketch to use, I wanted to find one that had like a series of photos because I wanted to do a little bit of a film strip. So I went out to Page Maps and looked through some of the sketches there, and I came across this one from January 2022. And if you have not heard of Page Maps, it's a free resource where you can get tons of scrapbooking sketches, and they have hundreds and hundreds of sketches there. And this is one from January, and I like this one because it had the 3 little photos going across, and then it had a bunch of pattern paper, and I love using pattern paper, and it's got all of these different patterns that I can kind of play with. All right, so that's what I started with. So as I was thinking about what collection I would use for this layout, I thought about this collection called Heart. This is one of my favorite collections from Simple Stories. It's an older collection, but I have not had the opportunity to use it yet. And I thought I can use that collection. Well, when I put my photo on top of this paper with the colors, it does not go with the photo. So I'll just have to save this for another layout. It's just the most gorgeous colors though. I love teal and aqua. That's my favorite colors. So I really wanted to use this collection, but I decided to go back and look at my other collections that I have from Simple Stories, and I just looked at the collections for the color, not necessarily the theme of the collection, but just the color. And as I was going through the different collections, I came across this one here, which is called Howdy. And I probably would have never purchased this collection, except last year during the Black Friday sales, a Cherry on Top had a bunch of the Simple Stories collection kits on sale for less than $5. And as I was looking at this collection kit, I thought, well, there's lots of paper in this collection kit that I could use for other layouts. It doesn't have to be a layout about a cowboy. And so I'm so happy that I decided to pick this up because it couldn't be more perfect for this layout for 𝗬𝗶𝗆𝗆 with her bandana. Okay, so I thought I would just take a few minutes and just go through the paper and show you the collection. If you haven't seen this one, it is super cute. And I love the paper that's included in this collection kit. Okay, so this collection kit just comes with, I think it's 12 sheets of double-sided paper, and it has some cut-apart element sheets plus a sticker sheet. And so that's what I had to work from. And so let me just go ahead and show y'all some of the paper that's included. So we have this stripe paper, and on the back of that was some cut aparts. And then here is a floral pattern, and on the other side of that one is this little town with the hotel and the sheriff and the saloon. And then we have clouds. So you can see that the paper is not very theme specific for the most part. We have horseshoes. This one is a plaid, and then there's a map on that one. Okay, and then here's a wood grain with floral, and then a polka dot. This is kind of like a southwest pattern. And then on the other side is some cut aparts. So even if you decided you didn't want to use these cut aparts, you could still use this paper. And then also some of this, I think you could probably use for travel. So for example, for this right here, this adventure, definitely could use for travel. And so yeah, I think there's tons of stuff to use for lots of different types of layouts. Okay, so as I was going through the paper, I came across this paper right here with the little bandanas hanging on the line like that. Isn't that adorable? And I put my picture right there on top of that one, and I thought, that is the perfect paper for this layout. Isn't that adorable? I don't think if I would have gone through my entire scrapbook room and all of the paper in my room, I would have found a more perfect paper than that one. So I'm just super happy that I picked up this collection. So yeah, it worked out really well. Okay, so I did decide to use this paper with the little bandanas. I also used a strip of this paper that looks like a handkerchief. Isn't that pretty? And on the back of that one are some stars. Here's a paper with a yellow geometric print, and then the back is another cut apart. They also had a cut apart that were tags, and the tags are, some of the tags are very theme specific, but if you turn them around, these can be used for anything. And I love that Simple Stories does this with their tags, where it's a double-sided tag and you could use either side. So that's super cool. And then this is an orange pattern paper, and then the other side is another cut apart. So there was a lot of things to use for embellishments. And so I did cut out something here that I use as an embellishment. So I'm going to get to that in just a minute. So let me show y'all the layout. Oh, and then there was the stickers. So we have a sticker sheet, and I did manage to use a few of the word stickers down here. Now the stickers, I might have a little bit more trouble using some of these stickers with the cowboys and horses. But there's a lot of other ones on here that I think I would use. And so, yeah, I thought that was, it was a good deal, I think, for under $5. Okay, so here is the finished layout. And let's go ahead and talk about how I use the sketch to put this layout together. Okay, so as I was looking at the layout, I was thinking I needed a paper to go at the very back, which is this black and white polka dot back here. And then there's a strip of paper going across down here. And then there's a bigger piece behind, or on top of those two pieces, but behind the photos. We have the photos that are matted, and then there's two smaller strips of paper here. Now there's also this circle up here. I decided not to do that for my layout. So you can see here, if we look at the sketch and then look at my finished layout, I used a yellow pattern paper, a strip of that paper that looks like a handkerchief. Then I wanted this paper with the bandanas to be the main paper that I used for this layout. So that was the one that I put a really large square. And I'm glad I did that, because a lot of that paper got covered up, but you still see quite a bit of it. So I was a little bit concerned that maybe you wouldn't see as much of that as I was hoping, but that's kind of what happens when you layer things. Sometimes things do get covered up. Okay, so one of the other things that I decided to do was to, after I got everything on here, I matted my photos, and I did use some vanilla cardstock from American Crafts as the mat to go behind the photos. And I put the photos on here kind of as a film strip. And you can see the photos, exactly the same photo, just different expressions. And she's turned a little bit more to kind of look towards me in this picture. And so yeah, I really love the effect of the 3 photos together. And then for the 2 smaller strips of paper, I ended up, you not even really see much of that paper, but what I ended up doing was I didn't really find anything in the papers that I liked. So I went over to my washi tape that I have here, and I've been doing some organization with my washi tape. So I had taken all of my Simple Stories washi tape. I figured out which collection they were from, and I made these little cards. And what I'm planning to do is to take the little card and include it in with my collection kit, store this with my collection kit so I know what washi tape I have that goes with each collection. So I did go ahead and make these acetate cards for all of the Simple Stories washi tape that I have, and then I'm storing the washi tape in these drawers. And what I did so that I could identify the washi tape here was I took my label maker and I just created a little label. Let's see if I can show it to you here. I created a little label and I just stuck it there inside of the washi tape. So if I was just looking at the washi tape and I was wondering what collection that was from, I would know. It would just make it a little bit easier. So that's what I ended up doing. And it didn't take very long to actually do this. I just sat one day while I was watching YouTube videos, and it's fun to just take your washi tape and just use it. Even if you're just making sample cards. So that was a lot of fun to do that. Okay. So we had that, and what I did was I actually took the washi tape and I just put it across some white cardstock and then cut it out. So I have a strip with the wood grain, this one right here. I used this wood grain paper, and I just laid multiple strips of that and made a paper that was about, I guess it was about 2.5 inches wide. And then for the stripe, I just used the washi tape, like a single piece of the stripe washi tape, and I created that strip that hangs out just past the wood grain. Now, once I started to embellish the layout, I decided to use one of the tags that was included in the cut apart. And the tag was a wood grain tag. It has little bandanas going across the top here. And at the bottom, it says, "Howdy, friend." So I cut the tag in half. I used half of it up here and half of it down here. And I did end up covering up a lot of the wood grain paper. But because the tag was a wood grain, it had the same effect as the paper that I had put there. Okay, and then the other thing that I cut apart was this little cut apart right here that says Telegram. I cut the top of it off and put it above the photo, and cut the bottom, and the bottom part I tucked under the bottom of the photo. And this was one of the things that I cut out of the paper. This was a cut apart. This was a cut apart, but I fussy cut it out. So that one was right here. It had a yellow background. I just fussy cut out this little pocket. It looks like a jean pocket, and it has some little handkerchiefs sticking out of the top of the pocket. And then I added one of the stickers from the sticker sheet. It says "Sweet and Sassy." And then I added in a twine bow. And this is like, looks like rope. Let me show y'all the twine. So I have my twine stored on this ribbon hang tags. And these are little hang tags that I created with my Cricut. And what I do, because I have big rolls of some of this twine, I put the number on there, and then I put the number on the roll. And once I use up all of the twine that's on this, I can go and just refill it. So I have this hanging on my 𝗬𝗏 card, and whenever I want to add something to a tag, I can just lay this on my project and kind of look through it, find something that I think would work. Like in this case, I used some of this twine that looks like rope. It's like a natural twine. I used it for the tag at the top, and also I just made a little bow down here and added that to the bottom. Okay, so for the title, I decided to go with the title, "The Snuggle is Real," because she had that saying on her bandana. And I just love that saying. So for the title, I used Simple Stories Color Vibe Foam Alpha stickers in warm white. So these Color Vibe stickers go with all of the Simple Stories collection. And it really does stand out quite a bit against this navy or dark blue background that's like the blue jeans. but I knew that I wasn't going to be able to spell that entire title and have it fit on my layout. So I went looking through some of my smaller alphas, and I have this book that I created. These alpha stickers are super old. I believe they came from some sticker books that I got from Hobby Lobby about 15 years ago. And I just cut them up and then punched holes and added them to this ring system. This is the disc bound ring system. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's a, I don't remember. I'll put the name of this up on the screen there, but you just get these little discs and a hole punch that makes the holes that fit the disc. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually take these pages out and then just pop them back in. So yeah, it's super awesome. So I just have all of these kind of just put in here by color. And I came across this one. It actually looks like it's brown, but that's just the background. The letters themselves, there's some that are the same off-white color as these letters, and then some that are a darker tan color. And I just took letters from here and added it. So I have, you know, with the V and the is real. The biggest challenge with using this is it was really hard to get them off of this backing. And once I did, they didn't stick to my layout. I don't know if it's because they're really old or just cheap. But I did have to add some adhesive and so that they would stay stuck down to the layout. Okay, so once I had the title on there, the last thing that I did for this layout is to just add some embellishments. Now this collection kit doesn't really have anything with dogs, and so I did go ahead and look in my stash. I have this bin right here, and in the bin I just have all kinds of stickers and different things that are all related to dogs. So I have 2 dogs, and I do a lot of scrapbooking for my dogs. And so I just looked through here until I could find a few things that I thought would work on this layout. So I added this little wood veneer piece up here that says "Let's Play." Added a little 3-dimensional dog, and then a little dog head right there. And then also added some more word stickers from this sticker sheet. So I ended up using Live, Love, Ride. She was in the car, so that was the super cute. Whippersnapper, Yeehaw, and then Sweet and Sassy. So I used all of those stickers from this sticker sheet. And then I added a flare button here. This is a flare button from my button shop. This was one of the new buttons from the June release, so that was just added recently to the shop. I have a little paper bone here that I popped up with some foam tape. And then the last thing that I did was I added some enamel dots in green, red, and yellow in 3 different places. So here, here, and up here. Okay, so now that I've talked to you guys through the scrapbooking process for this layout, let me go ahead and share some close-ups, and so that y'all can get a little bit of a better look at what I did here for this layout. And I just really think this one came out cute. And I just love those little pictures of my dog, 𝗬𝗶𝘆. Okay, and there is close-ups of the layout. So if you want to see the video clip of my dog 𝗬𝗶𝘆, stick around to the end. But that's all I have for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing this kind of scrapbook process video. And if you did, please give it a like. And if you would like to see more videos, please subscribe. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I hope to see you next time. Bye now. Really? What's he doing? You look happy. Are you happy to be going home? Yeah? You miss your sister, Bella? It's like, no, not really. Hey, I just got my teeth cleaned. Yeah. Can I see your pretty smile? Hey, Bill. Can we see your pretty smile? Yeah. You're smiling. Yeah. You're goofy. See, she's a goofy girl. Uh-huh.